A lot of attention on Vlad Tenev. He seems to be getting most of the airtime here, and most of the questions are being fielded to him. A lot of questioning on the motives behind shutting down that trade. He answered that question repeatedly, and so did Ken Griffin from Citadel. What were the motives? Why did you shut down trading? He continuously pointed lawmakers back to his written statement and said it had nothing to do with the hedge funds. They had no influence from the hedge funds. So that was one key point. He also talked about their business model. He said, this is the reason we can offer free trades and that people can use this product without paying for it. So that came up a couple of times. Same with Ken Griffin. He did also get a ton of questions on sort of that behind the scenes revenue model, which is important for them. Also asked about gamification. There was talk about social media and that influence there. He said investing is not gamified. He said they take it seriously and they don't liken it to gambling. A ton of topics there. One new number that we got, we have not heard this yet from Robinhood. They have seen $35 billion in gains for customers. So trying to make the point there that this product and this platform has actually helped the retail investor.
All right, yeah. Kate, thank you very much. Let's talk a little bit about some of the others who were on the hearing. Ken Griffin, the head of Reddit. How do you think they came off, and what were the pressure points against or on those two particularly, Kate?
Ken Griffin saw a lot of conversation about payment for order flow. He's got two sides of the business he had to answer to, the hedge fund and its relationship with Melvin Capital. There were a lot of tense moments. There was sort of a snippy moment between Ken Griffin and a lawmaker. They were cut off a couple of times, so that there was some tension there. The Reddit CEO did not get a lot of questioning. I think his only answer, I remember, is sort of investing is investing. It's not gambling. This entire House hearing has not really covered Reddit's role as a moderator and social media. So he's sort of been in the background. And my favorite line of the day was from Roaring Kitty, or Keith Gill, who said in his opening statement that he wanted to go through what he's not. And he said, I am not a cat, which is a nod to the viral video of that lawyer that had the Zoom screen. So a moment of levity there from Roaring Kitty. But he did say, he's not a hedge fund. He's an individual investor, and he's still bullish on GameStop. He was asked repeatedly if he would still buy that stock. He says yes. He's looking at the fundamentals. So that was another surprising turn there.
Yeah, Kate, I think that one of the things that the lawmakers really are intent at getting to the bottom of is whether this is a fair playing field, whether the retail investors coming into this, one, are in need of protection from Wall Street bets on Reddit on one hand, whether they need more protection from a platform like Robinhood, and whether they got taken for a ride. And you got that over and over again when you had sort of this grilling. Well, if Fidelity comes to you with the same trades and Robinhood comes to you with the same trades, which one is going to get preferential treatment? Was that answered satisfactorily?
You wouldn't, to the lawmakers, it didn't seem that way. That answer was a technical question, and I think they were trying to get Ken Griffin to answer it in a specific way. They seemed to disagree on whether that answer worked. And the idea of best execution, trying to get the customers the best price on a trade, that is a pretty complicated back-end system. And the sort of apples-to-apples comparison of Fidelity versus Robinhood, I think, would take more time than just a House hearing in the 5 minutes that these lawmakers have. It did seem very tense on that question in particular. So we'll see if there are any follow-ups here on that for Ken Griffin, or if we see any action on the Senate. I think that question and getting an explanation of sort of this complicated back-end system of Wall Street will be something that they'll really want to dig into.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.